Welcome to the M&M Show. I'm Michelle, and I'm going to help you bring energy to your body with movement. And our ab exercise for today is side plank with leg raise. Okay, you might see me huffing and puffing and struggling a little bit here. So we're going to begin by a side plank. I like to use my foam pad because it makes my elbow and my forearm feel better. We're going to go from basic progression and then we're going to upskill it. So when I get into that side plank, remember my elbow, forearm are underneath my shoulder. We're going to start with our lower leg bent and knees touching the ground. From here, when you do this exercise, you can put your hand on your waist, you can extend it up above. Extending up above is more challenging. And from here, I'm going to raise my leg. Okay, all's good. Now, to progress that, I'm going to bring both my legs off the ground. Again, trying to maintain a nice neutral side plank. Hand on the waist, and from here, I'm going to raise the leg. Now, as we get into this, we want to be careful that the hip is not dropping, and we're looking like this. Anytime you need to rest, just come out of it. I'll take a rest, go back into it, make that nice, solid, neutral spine plank, and let's lift that leg up to the sky. Whew. All right, so now if you want to get a little more challenging, a little more fancy, we can take that side plank to being on our hand. Now remember, this is just going to require more shoulder stability, shoulder strength. All right, I'm going to raise my opposite hand and I'm going to lift that leg up. Okay, you're going to really feel this in the side of your body. Try to do about 6 to 10 reps on each side. Then you're going to switch sides. So 2 claps for side plank with leg raise. And remember, train like a pro.
The mindset affirmation for today is one of my all-time favorites. I've personally been using it for many, many years, and that is, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And I've certainly put my thumb, my index finger, and my middle finger together, and when they connect, that reminds me to fire off that affirmation. It's helped me through many difficult times, especially when I've been under pressure in life and in competition, and just being able to fire off my anchor and repeat that affirmation has had a tremendous impact on my life. So I'm really excited to share such a simple affirmation with you. It's a little bit of a take on Nike's tagline, isn't it? Just do it. And just replacing, remember, with affirmations, I, me, or my in it, so you're really connecting with yourself and giving yourself that ability to be in the moment, to be able to deliver on whatever it is that you want.
And our magnitude question for today is, what is something that you have overcome?
This one's kind of easy for me. Not that overcoming it was easy, but my house was destroyed by a hurricane. Like, it was literally condemned. This is going back to 2004. This is Hurricane Charlie. This was right before Katrina happened. So before all the big hurricane stuff, our town was completely leveled. Everybody was devastated. There was actually a notice of condemnation sign on my house. And the funny thing was, I had just bought the house 3 months before the hurricane hit, and it was my first house. And there's a lot of crying. I always feel terrible for people that deal with natural disasters. The event itself is terrible, but what people don't understand is it's the 4 months, it's the 6 months, it's the year after. And, I'll kind of relate that to pandemic, actually, because some of the things that we're all experiencing happen to people as well when a natural disaster occurs. So you just keep going with it, and, life goes on, and you overcome these things and you rebuild. And that is something that I have overcome. So when I'm feeling self-doubt, I go back to that and I said, you survived a hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So what have you overcome?
Yeah, I was so into your story that, I was really in the moment listening that that I wasn't thinking about that question for myself. And, I think one thing that springs to mind just early in my coaching career is thinking about, well, I haven't played at a professional level, so how can I coach at a professional level? And I think that was something, again, over time through great mentors that I was able to work through and really overcome that and say, well, that's, just because you haven't necessarily played at that level, it doesn't mean necessarily that you can't coach at a higher level as well.
Exactly.
So that's something I've overcome.
Excellent. Well, I think we've overcome two great things, and we are signing off for now for the M&M Show. See you tomorrow.
Bye. And so that's us signing off as the M
Show, and that is your daily energy boost.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.